Hello, my name is Raftom, and welcome back. Been a long time since we've done this, but random questions with Lost. And this time, we're also joined by Bunny. Say hello, guys.
Hello.
We got a brand new list of questions. We had an 800 question thing, but since Bunny's joining us, we decided to find a brand new list. We have 350 good questions to ask. And as normal, we have our 350 questions over here on the left-hand side, and then we have a random number generator over here on the right-hand side. And so you got the here and here and the here and yeah, the places, the places wherever they are. Yeah. Anyways, so we have 1 through 350 on our random number generator. We are going to start with question number 1. What shall it be? That helps if I can actually click the button. There we go. 246. Okay, question 246. Scroll down.
Scurly.
246. What elements of pop culture will be forever tied in your mind to your childhood?
Ooh.
Lost is still in their childhood.
Yeah, that is true.
A specific song reminds me of my younger years, like with my mother. It's a Lady Antebellum song.
Oh,
It's one of the most famous ones.
Which one? The one about the music video where there's the car crash? Or
No. It's the
Need
music
You Now?
video. Need You Now. Yeah, that one.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
I don't like the song because it reminds me of my mother.
Yeah, that's understandable. But it's a good
Completely.
song. What about you, Bun Bun?
Bun. No. Bunny. Yes. Probably like a song. I don't know. My mom and dad had records when I was growing up. That's how old I am. And we used to have a Disney record, so they used to play that like in all the time. That and favorite Christmas song that I'll always remember, the Chipmunks Christmas album. My parents used to play that on repeat constantly. That's just like totally my childhood.
I Want a Hula Hoop thing.
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is definitely tied to our childhood.
Alvin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah. Alvin, you were a little flat. Alvin. Alvin!
Right? Exactly.
Let's
Totally.
see. For me, pop culture childhood probably Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Nice.
I would have to say, like, Shrek is another thing from my childhood.
Oh, yeah.
I say childhood, but it's like I guess it's still kind of childhood. See, I was kind of a teenager when those things started. But as far as music goes, I would have to say, like, Aladdin. That's definitely a big part of my childhood.
Oh yeah, I loved Aladdin.
In particular, Genie and Robin Williams. Robin Williams in general, I associate Robin Williams with my childhood because between Ferngully when he played Batty and Aladdin when he played the Genie, they're just
songs stuck in my head.
they're just massive parts of my childhood. So yeah, those are the ones for me.
You guys did like Disney songs. I have a country song.
Yeah.
It is what it, that happens.
Yeah. We've each had different things that have defined our lives growing up. So it is what it is.
Well, Christmas is such a big holiday in my family, so we listen to music like that forever.
Yeah. All right. So, we ready to move on?
Yep.
Question number 2. Number 130. Scrolling. There's too many questions.
Rolling.
That's too many spirits! Oh, sorry, wrong thing. If you were given 1,000 acres of land that you didn't need to pay taxes on but couldn't sell, what would you do with it?
At first, I was thinking like a hotel kind of thing and putting like people on there so I could get some money off of it. But it said you can't sell it.
Well, it said you can't
That's
sell.
not
That does not
selling.
mean that you can't use it for like a hotel or rent out space. You have to own it. So if you can rent it or if you can use it as a hotel space, 1,000 acres of land is a lot of land.
That is a lot of land to take care of.
Yeah.
Holy heck.
I'd probably build like a gigantic pool.
A
Huge
gigantic
pool. And I split into like pie sections. You know, what are those things called?
Yeah.
Triangles. Pie triangles. And put different things in each one of those things. If you want to have like a really hot pool, like a bath thingy. What is
Spa?
it? A hot, yeah, spa.
A hot tub.
Yeah. Or if you want to take a bath in like ketchup or something.
Well, yeah. I mean, they.
That-
I don't know if this is true or not, but they say that you, in order to get the smell of a skunk off you, use ketchup,
Tomato
Yeah.
juice. Yeah.
tomato juice, ketchup.
Interesting. Same thing.
Yeah. What about you, Bunny?
Oh my gosh, so many things. That's a lot of land. A lot
Yeah.
of land.
Yeah.
But I have a killer house. Hella dogs.
See, the thing is, they give you this thing, but they don't say that you have any money. So,
Yeah, but you could work enough to support yourself, to build slowly, you know. Not having taxes is huge, you know,
Yeah.
on 1,000 acres of land. So I'd probably have like horses and other animals, and then of course a magic card store of some sort.
of course. Now,
Given.
now my thing is, it would depend on where the land was.
True that.
If it was
I was
in,
thinking of just a gigantic green field.
yeah, if it's just a gigantic green field, I would build like my dream house. Just caveating this with, I have the money to do this. Build my dream house with, you know, basically I would put my house. Normally I say I want to buy several acres of land and put my house in the middle of it, but 1,000 acres of land with my house in the middle of it, I would. No one would ever find me.
It would take forever for you to go to like just the post office.
Yeah,
down the road, like an hour and a half down your road.
Yeah, just to get down the driveway, you're like an hour and a half, and then you're like however far. 1,000 acres. If I'm right smack dab in the middle, that's 500 acres out to get out off the property, and then 500 acres to reach the edge of my property along the road, the actual road. So, but anyways, I'd probably go like a couple acres back and build my house there, and then do what I've said before with my dream house, where you can pull onto the property and have like kind of a parking structure kind of thing where you park your car, and then you have to either ride a golf cart, which I would have like the solar powered golf carts for the older people or the people that are afraid of horses, and for those people that aren't afraid of horses or aren't too old to ride a horse, you have to ride a horse or walk to my house.
Wow.
Because that prevents noise pollution and stuff like that, especially if you do what I want to do, which is have a ranch with cows and horses and chickens and
Amazing.
all kinds of stuff like that. I would love to have that stuff. The thing is, I have no idea how to take care of those things, so I'd probably have to hire somebody to take care of those things. So,
Again, you need money.
yeah. And then, like, if it's in a fairly wooded area, you could actually, I would say hire, but you can actually sell the wood from the trees on your property to a company and make money that way. So you could have a company come in that pays you to come and log on your property. And 1,000 acres of
Except
land.
in California.
That sucks.
Well, you see, if it was just a gigantic green field, I could not do my dream home.
Why?
Because you want to.
I want to be like, I want to be a little cabin in the woods
Oh, yeah.
with all these like dead trees around it, make me look creepy and stuff.
You could totally do that. I mean, that wouldn't be hard. Just transplant trees and then let them die. But yeah, and then like I would want to build a pool, and then I would have houses. So there's plenty of property, so have houses for all my loved ones, the ones that I actually care about, to live on the property with me. And then if I still have, well, obviously I'm going to have plenty of extra property, then maybe build an apartment complex, something like that. Although, I don't know about building an apartment complex. Maybe build a couple of townhouses.
That you can rent.
Yeah. The apartment complex, people don't take care of their apartments at all. Hell, people barely take care of their houses that they're renting. So, but yeah, that would be my thing. I'd also build a pool that is covered with kind of like the shading, kind of block out. Gives you
so
some.
You don't get burned again.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I like the idea of being able to be outside, so you can like barbecue and stuff like that, but also be protected from like the weather, because being in a pool when it's raining is really cool, but then you're out in the rain.
Right.
So,
but you could get a cover that, like, I mean, at this point, you're talking hella money anyways. Like, that comes across and covers the pool when you want it covered.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I'd gladly go swimming in the rain. I'm one of those people who wears like tank tops and shorts in the rain. It's the only time I wear tank tops.
Wow. The rest of during 100-degree weather, you wear sweatshirts. But
yeah, I know. It's
rainy.
They're so weird. They're so weird.
I'm not.
Hey, on to question number 3.
On that note.
47. Okay, where is 47? There it is. What mythical creature do you wish actually existed?
Oh, that's hard. Give me a second. I'm gonna search up some mythical creatures.
Okay, what about you, Tim?
Dude, I love Game of Thrones, so definitely want to be the mother of the dragons.
Oh, okay.
Totally.
So I would have to say that a dragon would be really cool, but it would have to be the kind of dragon that like is intelligent enough to where you can communicate with it, and it's not going to just attack whoever it feels like attacking.
Well, she communicated with them.
Yeah, well, I know, but she would also have it slaughter hundreds of thousands of people because she was crazy. But anyways, I think for me, unicorns would be really cool. But I think the Game of Thrones again, the dire wolves from Game of Thrones, the massive wolves.
Oh, those are so cool looking.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome.
And protective, yeah.
Yeah. So did you find which one?
No, it's the hippogriffs.
The thing from Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Which one? The one that pulls the carts that they can't see until they've had a near-death experience, or the one that Harry Potter rides around on that Hagrid introduces to the kids?
The one that Hagrid introduced to the kids.
So the hippogriff, yeah.
The hippogriff. Yes,
Oh,
the
the one we
hippogriff.
just watched. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Hagrid introduces all the kids of the Harry Potter school, the Hogwarts school, the Harry Potter world, to a creature called the hippogriff. It's like half horse, half eagle, and they're
It's
really
like
cool,
a griffin,
really beautiful.
Just the opposite.
Yeah, exactly. No, griffin. I think is half lion, half eagle.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's why it's called a hippogriff, because hippocampus is the horse. The hip part is the horse, and then griff is the eagle griffin thing. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that would be kind of cool to have too.
Ooh, or Phoenix.
Oh yeah, Phoenix.
That's how we get to your
Oh
house
my goodness.
instead of a horse.
Yeah. Riding on hippogriffs or phoenixes or dragons or whatever.
Right?
I'm so small-minded.
What?
I would want a pet.
What?
Oh, a niffler. You know the little cute thing that was in the Fantastic Beasts movie?
Fantastic.
Oh,
Now
I
know
haven't
that.
I haven't seen that in such a long time. It's Harry Potter, the Fantastic
looks-
Beasts.
Like, it's got a beak, but it's a mammal. What is it called?
Well, I'll have to look it up and see what it is. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it.
I send you a picture.
Okay. But while we're doing that, let's move on to the next question. Oh, the little tiny duck-billed platypus thingy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those things are super cute.
I just saw it. It's a niffler.
Yeah, Niffler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So question number 4 is going to be 169. Ha ha ha, 69. Yeah, I said it. Ha ha.
Freaking teenagers.
Shut up! It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
I think it's
that
in the
with-
DNA of all teenagers.
I know,
I
right?
think that
Giggle,
with
giggle, giggle.
gamers- I think that with the gamer boys,
Uh-huh.
like
Uh-huh.
the bad gamer boys.
Question number
Not the
4
decent ones.
is going to be, what's your haunted house story? So I'll go first on this one because you guys have gone first on all the other ones, so I figure we should take turns. For me, my haunted house story is when I was younger, me and one of my friends were hanging out in my room. We were staying up way later than we should have. We were like 8, 9 years old. We weren't very old. We were staying up way later than we should have. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. And the house that I lived in my room, we were technically down on the bottom floor of a 2-story building where you had to go in with the way that our house was. We were on a hill that was sloped down from the front door down. So you'd go in on the 2nd floor, and then you had to go downstairs to get to the 1st floor. And there was no way to go into the 1st floor because other than the area that had no windows on the front, all the sides that had windows or a way that you could possibly go in or out was like at least 15 feet off the ground because of how steep the hill was. So that being said, my window was at least 15 feet off of the ground. We're sitting there being the immature little brats that we were, staying up way too late, and it's a full moon. The moon is shining in through the window, through the trees, and up on the road, it's just lined with trees, so you can't even see the road from my window. So it's not like somebody could be standing up there looking in through the window. But we see the silhouette of a curly-haired man go by the window, looking at the window, went left to right by the window, and then it almost got all the way past the window, and then it turned around, walked back to the middle of the window, and then turned, and we're 99.9% sure that it turned to look in at us. And it just stood there and looked at us. And we both freaked out. I had a loft bed, and underneath the bed was this little cubby space where there were some shelves. And I had a bunch of stuffed animals and big stuffed animals, little stuffed animals, all kinds of stuff like that. We basically dove under all the stuffed animals and were peeking out between the stuffed animals. And it kind of nodded and then just disappeared.
Creepy.
And then we went to bed.
Wasn't that? Didn't you say it looks like your dad?
It looked like the silhouette of my dad.
That's
And-
so crazy.
And that was the house that I lived in for 13 years growing up.
After that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my ghost
You
story.
wanna go next?
What?
You wanna go next?
Sure. I don't really have a ghost story. I have things that freak me out.
Like,
But I don't really have a ghost story.
like the times that you look down the hall and you swear there's some shadowy figure standing down the hall looking at you.
Yeah, but that's like normal paranoia for me.
Yeah, it's normal paranoia for you. That's kind of ghosty too. I mean,
That's ghosty.
yeah, there's somebody standing down the hall looking at you. That's kind of ghosty.
Yeah. It's kind of ghosty, but it happens all the time. I don't have that one true thing that scared the living daylights out of me.
Yeah.
I have a story of Ross that kind of made me laugh because it was his first experience.
Oh yeah? Which one is this?
The first time you had a sleep paralysis thing.
First time I had a sleep paralysis.
Yeah, it
Why
was
don't I remember that?
As they
Like
giggle.
my sleep paralysis thing. Like, Dad said his was rather large and looked like he was wearing a black dress, something like that. Mine was like this bald man, butt naked, very pale, just creepy.
Weird.
You mean your sleep paralysis demon? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
a lot of creepy things happen to me. I don't really have a ghost story.
That's alright. What about you,
It
Bunny?
is what it is. You're so young too, so I mean, you know, things are gonna creep you out for a very long time. So house I live in now is super haunted. We've had that conversation before. And when Drew was young, he had a it was like one of those like vintage Tonka trucks, like the metal ones. But this was a fire one, and it had a button that would send off the lights and sirens and noise and all that stuff. And it literally, like, I'm sitting there on the couch, and it literally started up. No one was around it, and it drove itself down the hall.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember you telling
yeah.
me about that. And
Yeah,
it
so
seems like
that.
Go ahead and finish yours.
Yeah, so that freaked me. So that toy ended up in the garbage quickly. But it's not just that toy. Like it's a lot of his toys randomly go off. Like he has the Batman one too that has lights. I didn't even know it had lights. And one day it was like heck quiet and dark in the house, and all of a sudden I saw like blinking lights. And I went into his room, and the Batman toy was just his eyeballs were just lighting up like yellow. And I was like, dude, and I've called for everybody to come in there. The second everybody got to the doorway, it went off. And I was like, oh, okay, it must be a fluke thing. They left. The second they started to walk down the hallway, it started to go off again. It was creepy. Did it like 5 times. So
Are you sure
yeah.
it wasn't just your roommate pulling a prank
No.
on you? Are you
No,
sure?
No, because it was in Drew's room, and
Maybe
he
it was
wasn't.
Drew
He was
pranking
like in
you.
the garage. Well, but the toy he's had for years, it's never gone off.
No?
It's never gone. I've never seen it. So
Well, I was gonna say I think that's a common thing. Like all children's toys that do that, I think they're all haunted. I really do. I think those toys just in general are haunted because it seems like everybody that owned a car that could potentially move on its own and had lights on it, at some point in time, that damn thing lit up and wandered across the house. With
yeah,
nobody
but it's just
doing
like
it.
But things happen here all the time in this house. Like we literally have some medium come in. But yeah, we just figured it was some kid or some grown up that haunted the house.
No, I believe you.
Child of heart.
I was just
yeah,
saying,
no, I know.
I think those toy factories, because there are toy factories, I think toy factories themselves are haunted, which that haunting attaches itself to the toys that get sent out.
Very logical.
Yeah, that seems like
Furbies.
Furbies. Yes, Furbies.
I have one of those.
Who was it? Somebody told us a story about a Furby that they had that it wouldn't talk to a certain person in the family, and then when they finally got it to talk to them, it would like swear at them, and
Wow.
it talked in more of a demonic voice and stuff like that. Everybody else, it acted normal, but to one person, it would swear, and it would talk in a demonic voice and all kinds of stuff like that.
Crazy.
I'm glad I never had any Furby.
I never had a Furby either. I'm kind of glad I never
Oh,
did.
actually,
I did. I never had issues with it. It got sold.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
do you remember the little mouse things that I had when I was younger on that track?
Yes.
Those things.
Yeah, they would go at random times too. That was weird. And that lends credence to what I was saying about, I think that the toy factories themselves are haunted, and that it seeps into some of the toys.
Yeah. Which it's definitely logical. I mean,
We don't know how the supernatural works. All we know is that it's there.
right?
So,
Oh, it's definitely there.
yeah. So, question number 5, or 143, or whatever you want to call it. The next question: what has been blown way out of proportion?
Wow, that's very broad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that could be really anything. I mean, I was kind of thinking about it as I was on my way to the bathroom. What my answer was going to be.
Oh, cheater. You didn't even tell us the question.
Yeah, I did. I read it before I left.
Oh.
I said, and before we
Oh.
answer it, I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear the question. Sorry.
So it's not that I didn't ask the question, it's that she wasn't listening. And she says that I don't
Right.
listen.
Oh, shit.
Thanks, boss. Okay, so you were thinking on the way to the bathroom. Go ahead.
I think I'm just going to say a general thing and go with politics.
Oh, yeah.
Completely.
It's ridiculous.
I second that.
I'm so sad.
Third.
Third. Third.
I
Wow,
there were
learning
4 of us
a
in
lot of
here.
stuff in that math class is doing a really good job.
But yeah,
Angel agreed, so she kind of just boing.
but politics in general have been blown so far out of proportion, it's ridiculous. That everything has to be political.
Yes.
Everything has a political agenda, and it drives me nuts. I mean,
Well, they're trying to divide everybody.
yeah, racism, sexism, homophobia, all that stuff. If it,
How about we just live as humans?
yeah, I understand that racism is a problem, homophobia is a problem, sexism is a problem. It's all a problem, and there is that in the world. But the way that politics has taken a hold of that stuff and is using it to fight against each other and force us all to fight with each other is the biggest issue.
Right?
And like I said, that's not to say that racism, sexism, or homophobia or any of that stuff isn't an issue. It is an issue.
It's not a Republican, Democrat, Green Party issue.
It's
an everybody issue.
worldwide issue.
It's a world, exactly.
But the liberals blame the Democrats, and the Democrats blame the Republicans blame the Democrats. It's not one party is worse than the other.
It's
Everybody.
everybody.
You find Democrats that are racist, sexist, and homophobic. You find Republicans that are racist, sexist, and homophobic. It's everywhere. It's a worldwide problem, and it needs to be done away with.
Addressed as that.
Yeah, it needs to be addressed as that, and the best way to do that is to educate yourself and learn what's right, what's wrong, and don't just listen to whoever is telling you whatever. Get the opinion for yourself. Get the facts. Don't just listen to whoever. Get the facts. Do your research. That's the
Right.
only way we'll be able to get rid of racism and sexism, homophobia, and all that stuff.
Well, and that's what scares me about some of the stuff they're doing with schools and taking out, like, not wanting to talk about the Holocaust, which was a big racist homophobic slaughter of
personally-
someone that was different.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't be taken out. You should learn about it, you should study it so it doesn't happen.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad that I got the chance to learn about it.
I'm glad you did too.
It's important. It's important to learn from the mistakes of the past. I mean, that's,
Now, if you don't,
you know?
if you don't learn about the past, you're doomed to repeat the past.
Absolutely.
It's as simple as that. And unfortunately, with that being said, I am out of time for recording today.
But we haven't answered the question.
I thought we all agreed that was.
Do you have a different statement?
I have a different statement, yes.
Oh, okay.
I believe that gender norms are blown way out of proportion. I personally don't believe that gender norms should be a thing.
Well, okay, you're gonna have to elaborate. I'm not sure I'm on the same page as you.
Male babies being wrapped in blue towels, female babies being wrapped in pink towels. It's the thing from birth.
Oh, so they don't do that at the hospital here. Okay.
I don't think they do that at any hospital anymore.
Yeah, no, they do. They do usually do like little teddy bears, or yellow, or
Yeah,
some
gender
neutral.
neutral kind of things. But I do agree that, like, especially parenting, it can be an issue, and it's not just having boys with blue and girls with pink. There are people out there, parents out there, that will take their kids, male or female, and try to force them to be what they want them to be, as opposed to just let them be them. So, like, you give birth to a boy, but you really wanted a girl, so you give it girly things and try to force it to be a girl. Let them be them.
Right? That's very true.
I mean, when I understand to an extent, like, it's a boy, so for the first few years of its life, you're giving it boy things because it's a boy. So it hasn't developed its own personality or anything like that. I understand.
But if you look at baby toys, though, a lot of baby toys are even
they're
gender neutral, you
yeah.
know. So.
But before they start developing their own personalities and stuff, I understand the tendency to lean more towards one side or the other. I understand it. I'm not saying it's right, but I do understand the tendency to do that because they don't have their own personality. But it's still, when they start developing their own personality, you need to kind of roll with the punches. Whatever they are exhibiting, that's what you roll with.
Sorry, Lost. We kind of took over your statement. What else do you want to say?
That's pretty
Oh.
much covered it.
Okay. Yeah.
That's-
Sorry,
Well, I know this is kind of,
we're more
your first
opinionated.
Time. Well, and I also know this is your first time joining us in a question thing like this, but it's kind of how we
Free
do
for all.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of how we do the questions. We answer the questions and we kind of bounce off of each other.
My worry is that, like, I don't want to, because I'm here and you're bouncing it off and I'm responding real quick, that Lost gets lost.
The loss is always lost.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So, do you have anything else that you want to say, Lost? Is it extemporate on that, or?
Yep, I think we covered it. I still can't find that one piece. Ah, there it is. I did it! I finished the piece!
So,
Squirrel!
before we started this whole video, Lost was doing one of those phone apps where it's like color by number, and you tapped the number to put color into place and stuff like that. And they've been looking for one piece. The one piece has been eluding them the entire time. We are now 40 minutes into this recording, and they just now found it. They started before we started this recording. So,
I finished the entire picture, that's what I meant.
Yeah, they found that piece. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anybody have anything else to say before we sign off?
Nope.
Thanks for letting me join in your little random questions. I appreciate it.
Glad to have you. New things about each other. And unfortunately, we only got to 5 questions today, but that's to be expected in one of my videos because we tend to go off on tangents.
No.
Yeah. It gets bad sometimes. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to ring that bell, because when you ring the bell, you get notifications every time I post new videos, which I do daily. And if you have questions at home that you would like for us to answer, whether it be me, Lost, or Bunny, if you're still willing to join us for these things, please let us know down in the comments below. We will obviously screen the questions first. We might answer them, we might not. Don't be asking us out on dates or anything like that, because no, it's just not going to happen. Don't
They're
be
dating,
weird.
And I don't believe in love.
Bunny's my girlfriend, so you don't believe in love after love?
Do you
Believe in love after love?
Wow.
But yeah, obviously don't get crude. Don't be rude. Well, we'll answer your questions if it is an okay question to answer. But I'm always up for answering any questions you guys have. If you guys have questions for me specifically in any of the videos that you guys watch, feel free to ask, and I will probably answer most of them. I'm very open about myself and the way I am. If you guys can't tell by the questions that I've answered, like 500 some odd questions that we've answered.
So shy.
I know, I'm so shy. I'm a YouTuber, but I'm the shyest person in the world.
So shy.
But as always, we'll see you guys next time. Until then, keep your head up and keep moving forward. This is Randomness, Bunny, and Lost signing off. Bye-bye!